Are we going to have modular staff buildings in Planet Zoo too? Well, there is a video in the official website that strongly hints to this, and I'm very excited to be sharing this with you all on the channel. In the Planet Zoo 2 official website, you go to features, and then let your creativity soar. And here, you will see something that is actually very interesting. This is a staff facility, because you can see the little sign over here. This is a staff room where the staff actually takes a break and, well, the staff facilities that we know from Planet Zoo. But the difference here is that you can see that they are building it piece by piece. So let's dive into this video frame by frame, and let's see what we can find. A huge shout out, thank you to Even. Even shared a video on this on his channel. I'm going to include a link to his video on the video description, and he said that also Leaf and other Discord members found this detail on the website. So thank you to everyone who shared this information with us. And I'm excited to be sharing this with you all. So let's start at the beginning. Here we have just an empty lot or piece of terrain, right? Then we see the pathing, and then we see something very interesting. In Planet Zoo, you know that we have these pre-made buildings that are beautifully decorated on the inside. But here we can see something similar to a module. Why am I calling this a module? Well, because you will see later on that apparently this could be expanded however you'd like. Similar, I was thinking to this system sort of similar to the gift shops that we had in Planet Zoo 1. Where you would place down an initial piece of the floor, and it would have some initial like the cash register and a shelf, and then you would expand it however you like. That is the system that I think they will be using here, because here you can see that we start with a very basic rough piece of a module of a staff building with a bench and a chair. And then you can see that they start to decorate it with the modular pieces, like the door, then you can see a rug, and the pieces are heavily themed as well. Which is not the case in Planet Zoo. Most staff buildings, they are generic because they're already decorated, or they have the furniture already inside. But here we can see that they are customizing that to the African theme, because here on the side we can see I think this is a zebra, so it would match the theme that they are decorating. Now here we can see another chair, a table. In another frame we add, I think this could be a file cabinet. Then we see a fridge, which confirms that this is actually a facility for the staff. That guests wouldn't be using a fridge, right? Then we see this, I think this is a water dispenser, this is how you call it. And then we see some poles for actually creating the frame of the structure. They're adding them with the ropes and little poles and decorations. They add the modular pieces to the roof with the thatch pieces, and they're basically creating that. And here, this is the little hint that this is a staff facility. This little icon over here. This is a staff room, and here is where you can see that this is actually something that can be expanded. Initially, you see the white floor, but then you see this over here to the left. It's they're expanding the area that the staff can traverse. And then they start to decorate it even further with tables, with a trash bin. And here you can see some clutter items, which look really nice. I like a pencil, a holder, and some, I think these are newspaper or something like that. But I just love that we are also getting the possibility of having clutter items. I would love to have them for kitchens, for the guest areas where guests can sit and wait. And then we can see some planters with more decorations than actually the plants. Actually, the foliage is looking amazing too. And then the facility is ready. Yeah, that's all we get. But it is a quick glance at this new feature, but it looks amazing. Of course, I have to say it, this is still speculation. We're all speculating here based on what we see. It's not actually confirmed, but there is a very strong hint that this will be the case, that we are going to have the modular staff facilities. That would be awesome, I think. Because if you like, you can create very simple staff facilities, you can create very detailed staff facilities, and also If you're more into the management aspect and you don't like building so much, you're going to have the Frontier Workshop where people who love to build will also create a variety of staff facilities, and that will make your zoos also look more varied. You can just download them and use them in your zoos. Yeah, because I know there are days when I feel like building, there are days when I feel more like a management player, because I love management as well. I love like playing the game and also like following the simulation and taking care of my animals. Some days I'm just like not as creative. And using blueprints is also like 100% valid here. This expands the possibility of blueprints that we can create for the staff facilities. And I'm very happy to see this. Now that I see this feature, I'm very glad to like think about the possibility of having it. Remember, it's still not officially announced, but there is a very strong hint. Share in the comments down below, what do you think about this potential new feature? Would you like to have modular or customizable staff buildings? I would personally love it. So thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and until the next video, I will see you there with more Planet Zoo 2 news.